Why is an orange like a bell? You know what this means, don't you?
The Riddler.
Right, Chief O'Hara, the Riddler. That infernal prince of puzzlers who's outwitted us a dozen times.
There's a royal riddle.
I am the Prince of Puzzlers. The Count of Conundrum. The King of Crime. What is it that is always coming but never arrives? What is black and white and red? What has branches and leaves and no bark?
You know only too well how the Riddler likes to taunt us with these disguised clues.
Revolution rock. music cause a sensation. Tell your mama, tell your can't you feel it? Don't ignore it. Gonna be alright. Revolution rock. Yeah, so get that cheese grater going. Wearing you down. Pressure increase. Everybody smash up your seats and rock to this brand new beat. This your music, crash up nations. This your music, cause a sensation. Tell your mama, forget your brother. Everything will be alright. Can't you feel it? Don't ignore it. It's gonna be alright. Revolution rock. To the coolest monsters in Teen Town. With the hardest eyes and the cruelest tone. Is your heart so made of rock that the blood must run round the block? Are you listening, monsters? Yeah, all people crawl and gotta die. While cargo food goes rolling by. It's food for thought, monsters. Are you low shock? The organ played, and they dance into a brand new beat. This your music, mash up nation. This music cause a sensation. Tell your mama, tell your papa, everything will be alright. Can't you feel it? Don't ignore it. Everything's gonna be alright. It's rubbing me down. This must be the way out. There's a cheat bit. It's a god-awful small affair to the girl with the mousy hair. But her mommy is yelling no, and her daddy has told her to go. But her friend is nowhere to be seen. Now she walks through her sunken dream to the seat with the clearest view, and she's hooked to the silver screen. But the film is a saddening bore, for she's lived it 10 times or more. She could spit in the eyes of fools if they ask her to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's a freaky show. Take a look at the long man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know
biggin. Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Here we are.
What's happening? Hello.
We are here.
We're here. We're back. Oh
We
my
are
gosh.
back.
My dub siren isn't working today.
Oh, it's okay. I got you.
Thank you.
Pretty loud today. There we go.
Well,
what-
hello everybody.
What is up, everyone?
Hello, welcome back everyone to Black Market Live.
Yep.
Sorry, I should have put reverb on it. Black Market Live.
Yes.
Yeah, Strike with Chaos says they live. Exactly. Yeah, this is our show, our weekly live show where we make music, make reggae music. All of us here together in our studios. I'm Brandon Wiesel in Los Angeles. It's Nate, Mr. Black Market Original
Yes. Yes.
over there in Nashville.
Yes.
And
Great to see
so-
everybody. Funky Canuck, Strike with Chaos, Groove Stranger. I'm sure we've got a couple more on their way. It's
Yes.
good to see all the regular homies as always.
and everybody watching the recording as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. I'm sure for a lot of people they'll watch this after the fact, which is fine. Yeah. So we've Brandon, we've been gone for a couple of weeks.
Yes.
I guess. Well, let me just fill you guys in on what's going on, because it's not my fault, I guess, but it is because of me that this is like we've been gone for so long. Dead Human, what's up, man? Good to see you too.
Yo.
Basically, guys, I've been in a relationship with somebody for 6-8 years of my life, and we moved to Nashville together about 5 years ago. And her and I split up a couple weeks ago. I'm not going to say there's no hard feelings, because there definitely is. It's a really emotional, bad time right now. We're both very sad. I think we're both kind of mad at each other too. It's a breakup. It sucks. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
It's very complicated and complex, and but like I want to say unequivocally that I love this girl. I think she's a wonderful person. She's extremely talented, has an incredibly bright future ahead here in Nashville. She's just like an absolute joy to be around, and was the light of my life for a really long time. And that's kind of what I want to take away from this experience, even despite her and I arguing and not really getting along lately. Overall, my experience with her and my experience in Nashville has been just absolutely amazing, and I'm really glad I got to share my time here with her. It was very, very special. But God, this is hard to talk about.
You're doing great, man. You're doing great. You're getting love in the chat. Groove Stranger says, "Oh damn, condolences, Nate. You gotta take all the time you need." Strike with Chaos says, "I just went through that. I
Yeah.
feel that. Sorry to hear that, Strike."
Yeah.
Dead Human says, "So sorry. You need time. You're doing great. You're
Yeah. So there's a lot.
being way more eloquent than I would be."
Yeah. Well, I mean, the most important thing I need to say is just that, she's a wonderful person. That's all,
Yeah.
and I've definitely been a jerk lately about all of this. But she has kind of served up something to my life that is, kind of upended a lot of things for me. So I mean, what I wanted to say was, what comes along with this big change in my life is a lot of things. It's gonna change everything for me, because I'm not gonna stay in Nashville anymore, and a lot of people have kind of asked me, like, why not? You know, no one's forcing you to go. She's definitely not, you know, and it's like, it's not like we couldn't be like friendly, you know. I definitely see myself being friends or just friendly with her, you know, moving forward. But you guys have to understand that I moved out here with her, and Nashville to me represents a life that I wanted to have with her that is not going to happen anymore. And that includes, like, I wanted us to get married and like all kinds of stuff, all that stuff that comes with, you know, you enter into your 30s with someone that you've been with for almost 10 years, like all that stuff. I wanted to buy a house here. Like, there's just so many things. And so Nashville kind of represents all of that for me now. And so it's too much for me. I can't do it. And I feel like my heart can't take it to stay here anymore. And also, I just honestly didn't really fit in here as well as I wished I had. I didn't quite assimilate. She just hit the ground running and like just killed it here, you know, and I'm so proud of her for that. But I always had a hard time with it. I never could really fall into the scene here as well. So for that reason too, I think I gotta go, you know. But unfortunately, what that means for this project and for High Noon, my studio, my business has to be put on hold. I've got to stop. I've stopped taking new business the last couple weeks. Which is really hard for me. I really want to work. I want to work on stuff. I built my dream studio. This is my perfect setup, and I love being in here. And it's like, you know, this has been so tough for me. I can't even work. I haven't even been able to work. You know, not just because of like emotions and how sad everything's been, but also just like I have to get out of. I have to plan all these logistics. I have to coordinate with her. I have to sell a bunch of furniture. I have to give away a bunch of shit. I've got to, you know, there's so much I need to do outside of this room, just to prepare to get out of here, you know?
Yeah.
So it's been really hard for me to work. And so I've basically just put a pause on everything. Just cause not only is it just kind of too much, I need a break right now. I can't really focus on this stuff. But also what that means is me and Brandon had some very cool plans that involved him moving to Nashville. And I feel very selfish about my decision just to leave, because I could stay here and it's cheap and me and Brandon could get a space and we could do all the things that we said we were going to do here together. But for all the reasons I just listed, I can't do it. You know, and me and Brandon have talked about this a lot already, and he totally understands, and he's been super, super supportive. And I should add, so has his girlfriend, Criselda. You know, I even talked to Criselda just over text the other night too. She reached out to me and was really kind and had some really nice things to say.
Oh, good.
And yeah, and I wanted to apologize to her too, just for like, hey, like, you know, I'm not ignorant to the fact that these were both of your guys' plans, that you guys were both planning to come out here, and a lot of that due to me being here, you know. So it sucks. It's a shitty situation. You know, I've managed to finish quite a few pieces of music during all this. We submitted the final version of Set It Right, the Bim Scala Bim tune that we worked on, which I'm so proud of. And I've already heard from Django at Stubborn, and he said he fucking loved it.
Really?
Oh yeah, they're really, really stoked about it. Filmed a couple more dub videos, dubbed out the Nine Inch Nails tracks for Smoke and Mirrors and Brandon. The Christmas stuff is still not done. All I have to do is dub that stuff out, but that's on the way. And I still have a whole dub project for, I shouldn't even go into it, but it's for a client that I need to finish. It's like a whole dub EP that I have to do. So all that stuff will be done before I leave. but to do that, I can't really do anything else. I need to just focus on that stuff and just finish up what I have. We've got another playback in the bag, or shot at least, which is a really fun discussion, or great album that we talked about. Well, it's not a great album, but
It's probably going to be my favorite episode.
yeah,
so far.
It's my turn to edit this one, and so that was supposed to come out like today. Ideally, but I haven't even started it yet. I haven't been able to. We shot another interview with someone, I won't even go into who, for the subsequent playback episode that we hope we can shoot and get out by next month, if we can still do it. So we're still juggling a million things through all of this. But pretty much once I get through this current workload, my plan right now is I'm going to shut down the studio. I'm going to pack all this stuff up. I have to give away a whole bunch of stuff just to ensure that I don't have to sell any of my studio gear. I've got to give away pretty much all the rest of my furniture in my house, or sell it or whatever, just to ensure that we have a truck big enough that will fit all this stuff. Because everything else I don't care about. I'll rebuy, or who gives a shit, really. But this is my baby, so we have to make sure this stays intact.
All the studio gear.
Yeah. So the plan is I'm going to pack this stuff up in the next few weeks, and me and Elton. If anybody was worried, I'm keeping Elton, and I have to say,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I guess I maybe buried the lead. Some people are probably worried about that.
Get to Elton.
Yeah, I could not handle this whole thing if I knew I was losing that dog too. So I mean, I honestly have to give all my love and thanks to my ex-girlfriend for being understanding about that and not fighting me on it, or not making it a big thing, and just understanding that I need this guy. I'm pretty much losing everything right now, and if I lost my dog too, I think I don't know, you guys, it would be not good. So and she knows that, and so she's been very kind and understanding about all of that. But yeah, so me and Elton we're going to pack up a cargo van of my studio shit, and we're going to do a 3-day road trip home by ourselves. It's going to be crazy. And home, if you guys don't know, home is California. I'm driving from Tennessee back to California. I'm going to put all my studio in a storage unit out there. And I'm going to take a sabbatical for a while, because I am going to need a breather after all of this is done. During that time, I'm going to be looking for a new place to set up the studio, so that we can just get right back to work. That's the most important thing to me in the near future, is that me and Brandon can continue on at least as we are right now, right? So I'm not expecting us in our very next setup to be like, oh, we're in LA together and we have a big studio and a space and all this. That is not really what either one of us see happening next for us. And I don't know, I've talked a lot, and I've talked enough about all the bummer bullshit that we're gonna have to go through for the next few months. But
you did a great job of recapping everything, taking us all the way through all the bummer shit, and then also too, into the reasons, the light coming through the clouds as well, and all the reasons to be looking forward as well.
Yeah, why don't you take us forward? Because honestly, you guys, as sad as all this is, I have never been more excited about what is happening next, or about what me and Brandon are going to try and do. And this is his fault. This is fucking Brandon's fault, okay? I told Brandon, okay, let me just quickly, because people really, everyone I've told about this really enjoys hearing this. Okay. But Brandon called me several times.
You tell it so much better, honey. You tell it.
Brandon called me several times just to console me about the breakup and, you know, reassure me that everything was going to be okay, and just to, like, shoulder to cry on type thing, because he's my buddy. And after about the third or fourth phone call, Brandon called me and he goes, okay, I don't want to push this too hard, but we should probably at some point talk about and establish what this means for us. Like, where is the next place?
Yeah, at some point.
At some point.
When you're ready, Nate.
Right.
Not
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
Yeah. Yes.
And I told Brandon, I was like, dude, first off, I'm sorry, but Nashville's not happening. I'm not staying in Nashville. I was like, you could go to Nashville, but I'm going to leave. I'm still leaving. Like, we'll just swap. I'll go to LA, you go to Nashville, and we'll just continue like we always do. You know, whatever. I don't care. And I was like, dude, I don't care where you say we go. It could be Seattle, it could be Portland, it could be San Francisco, it could be Charleston, it could be Denver, it could be Boston, it could be New York, it could be fucking Memphis. I don't care. I have shipped up my life and moved around so many times and started over so many times. I just want to go home. I just want to go home to California. And I get that you have been there your whole life, although you've traveled a lot. I get you spent
I've
your
only
whole...
ever lived in California.
Yeah, he's only ever lived in California. I've lived everywhere but California, save 2 years for the last 15 years, right? So I've been everywhere. I've been living all over the place. And I was like, I don't care where in the United States you say, man, I don't want to go there anymore. I don't want to do this again. I just want to go home. I just need to see my family. I just need to chill out and probably not think about music for a bit, you know, or just... I don't know if that means this thing we do is you know, suffers a little bit in the short term. Like, I'm sorry, but like, that's kind of what I need to do. And I kind of just, like I'm doing now, just espousing and just barfing out all this, just can't stop talking about, you know, whatever I think. And then I was like, but wait, hold on. Just out of curiosity, where do you want to go? And where did you say, Brandon?
I said, well, the place that has been on the top of, and that is on the top of mine and Griselda's list is Spain.
Yes.
So that's
Spain. España.
then what did Nate say?
And then I said, fuck you. I said, of all the places on earth, and I mean this, you guys, because you guys may or may not know, I lived in Spain for a whole year when I was in doing my master's program through Berkeley. I love Spain. I miss Spain all the time. Spain is like home away from home. It is still to this day, when I talk to people, I say, my year in Spain, best year of my life, bar none, hands down, no question. Best year of my life. Best
I've
year.
heard him say that.
And I would even go as far as best year I will ever live. I don't think I will be able to top that ever. It was so fun, and I had such a great time. And I was like, Brandon, you could have said Australia, New Zealand. You could have said France. You could have said London. He could have said Berlin. I would have been excited about all those things, and I would have thought about
We
it.
get to drink Andy's coffee.
Yeah, we could.
Berlin.
Well, we are very close to drinking Andy's coffee, closer than ever. But I was like, man, you could have said anywhere on Earth, and I probably would have had a similar reaction, which was just like, I don't know, like maybe, like if you go, maybe I'll go later, but like I'm not going to do that right now. But he said my place, man. You said the place that I love more than anywhere. Like my favorite place in the world. And so my brain exploded because I was so excited. And to be honest, you guys, just thinking about Spain is the only thing that has gotten me through this whole time period. It's the only thing that keeps me from like sobbing all day. It's just like, oh, what if we did that? Mm-hmm. What if we really did that? What would it take? Mm-hmm. How much money would it be? What would the studio look like? What would me and Brandon's projects look like? What would we do out there? How could we do it? What kind of visa could we get in on? Like serious, like taking the actual steps to actually look into doing this. So that is kind of right now loosely the plan. Like we're gonna take some very serious steps into what it would take to move Black Market and Wise Owl together and relocate us in Spain. That's the idea.
Yeah. Specifically Valencia.
Yes, Valencia, which is where I
Yeah.
lived for about a year.
So that's our new plan A.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're beginning with the process of, you know, learning about the legal and financial
Yes.
requirements of that.
Yes.
But that's plan A.
Yes. Yeah. It's really exciting. We have both already kind of started looking into various visas that we could get down on. Spain just launched their, it's called the Digital Nomad visa, which I think potentially for both of us would be the easiest and best way for us to go in. I could basically go there with my existing business as High Noon. I would need to build and develop a smaller, more compact setup, at least to start. But I am not going to get rid of this setup, and I am not ruling out the possibility of down the road looking into like somehow shipping this stuff, even if it's in pieces, if we had a space in Spain and you know, it made sense to do that. And Brandon's working on some stuff too, where he could possibly, I'm not going to spoil any of that stuff or talk about it. It's your business, Brandon. But Brandon's also working on things that, you know, could potentially help him qualify for the same visa. And, you know, I think it's appealing for like all the very obvious reasons, but also it's like remarkably inexpensive there. And living as
Compared to California.
Compared to California, yeah, and even compared to Nashville, guys. And so living in a place like Spain on the salary or the of like an American, of like basically just what we have now, it's like we'd be set up really nice. It would be a not hard way to live, and that's not just because we're in Spain.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be a lot of like shit we need to do to make that happen, and I would say probably the next 6 to 8 months, year possibly, that's what we're gonna be working on. So in the interim, I hope we can figure out a way to set this up and just keep it going in the interim. But if I sign a lease somewhere in California, it's going to be for a year and that's it. And by the time the lease is up, I'm going to have my shit lined up. Oh, and Elton's, he's got to go. He's coming. He's got to come. I've kind of looked into that shit too. Like, and it's not actually as hard as it sounds. Anyway, I've been talking so much, Brandon. What are your thoughts, feelings about all of this stuff?
Well, you know, there's been so much great stuff happening in the chat while you know, have been catching everyone up with what's happened and with your situation. And, you know, I just want everybody to know, obviously, as you can see in front of you, as he speaks and as he shares the whole situation with you, you know, Nate has been amazing. Nate is a incredibly strong and resilient and open-hearted and honest person. And yeah, man, it just, I know I speak for myself, and I know for sure that I speak for everybody here in the group when I say that we're just sorry.
Thanks,
you know,
thanks, guys.
This is happening, and we love you, and if we could wave our magic wands, we wish that it wasn't happening. But man, you're so great, you're so strong, and I trust you. You know, like you're younger than me, but I've always looked up to you.
Oh man, stop it.
And like, yeah, you are somebody who definitely knows what's best for yourself and what you need to do. And I can already see, and we can already see you doing it, you know. It's
I can
already
see
underway.
I can
So,
see us doing it, you know, because that's the whole thing. This is a partnership, me and Brandon.
Yeah.
And
No. I mean, I've already in the week or 2 weeks or however long it's been, I'm already seeing you do it, taking care of yourself and like handling things smartly for yourself. You know what I mean?
It's getting better. It gets a little better every day.
Yeah. So, and then just speaking for my own self, for me sitting here right now, I'm feeling really happy and very like relieved, and I feel like a big thing is off my chest because we've gotten to finally share all of this with the community, with the team, with the family, you know.
Yeah, we're sorry. It's just been kind of radio silence, guys. It's just I was not really in a place to talk about this yet when this all started.
Yeah, so. Of course, and which is completely appropriate. And I mean, you can just see I don't know if you've been seeing the things that everyone has been writing in the chat this entire time, but it's just like it like makes me want to cry, man. Just like how loving and understanding everybody is for you, you know. Like I just really appreciate how good of friends you guys are to Nate, because I know that you are that good of friends to me too, and to each other also, you know. Like I see the way that you guys write to each other and everything. It's just it's amazing. And and
this, like you guys are a community, man. You guys are our community is small, but you guys are like our family now. You know, we really love and appreciate all your guys' support, and we're not bailing on you guys, and we're not going anywhere. You know, like this is that unequivocally I want to say, no matter what, if we end up in Spain, if me and Brandon find somewhere else to go, this is like not the end of this project. It's definitely not the end of me and Brandon's partnership. It's not the end of this show. It's not the end of anything we're doing. If anything, we're trying to set it up in a way, and this has always been the plan. The next time when me and Brandon are together, it is going to be like a permanent outpost where we can set up shop and do everything that we need to do to make this a real thing, you know.
Right, and take it to the next 3 or 4 levels beyond where we're at right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so we're sort of calling like this episode of Black Market Live right here. Oh, Jocko. Wow.
Papa, you're gonna have to watch the replay, I think.
Yeah, I would recommend watching the replay. It's hard to summarize. Maybe somebody can summarize, but glad you're here though.
Feed this episode into ChatGPT and then just ask it to summarize everything. That'd be fun, actually.
But like we're calling it this episode right here of Black Market Live is like the season finale of season 1. Yeah,
season finale, y'all.
And so then we just
our seasons are 2 years long and 74 episodes.
So we're just gonna from here on out stay tuned for season 2.
Yes.
Of Black Market Live coming.
Yes, absolutely.
At some point in time.
Maybe it'll even give us an opportunity to rebrand it. To maybe we come up with an actual name for the show. Because Black Market Live is good, but I don't think it's great. Because when I do dub stuff,
functional.
Yeah, it's functional. Yeah, but like when I do a dub performance, what will I call that? What should I call when I do a live dub performance? What can I possibly call that that's not Black Market Live?
I don't know.
Like that's my dilemma when I think about this show, and so who knows? Maybe we'll come back. We'll do a little rebranding, a little refresh. We haven't talked about that at all, but I think that would be kind of cool. I think this show is cool enough. It deserves kind of its own dedicated maybe name or something. I don't know.
Yeah, totally, of course.
This is, man, you guys. You guys. I think it's evident that this is like we're both here with a heavy heart, but man,
because we don't want to go. We don't want to not be here every Thursday. Like, it's the highlight of my week, you know. Just like I get to do the show.
Yeah.
With Nate, with the music, with the family, with
it's fun.
All of you people, you know.
It's fun because me and Brandon are buddies too. So to get to like see Brandon every week and hang out with him and talk to him for a couple hours and make music together, it's like, man, it's it's very spiritually enriching, I think, for both of us. So we get so much more out of it than just like, oh, are we getting patrons, or oh, did someone leave us a tip, or like, oh, did we finish a song today? It's like, no, man, we're best friends, and so
That's all extra.
Yeah, that's all extra shit. So yeah, I feel like we can't leave the season finale without sharing some new music, though.
Some new music. Yeah.
There's some new stuff to listen
I wish
to.
I had my dub siren is not working. I don't know why. I mean, it'd take me 5 seconds to figure it out, but I'd have to take off my headphones and go around. I don't feel like it.
That's okay. It's okay.
I'll just do it with. We'll do vocal dub sirens.
Yeah. So, oh wow, this camera is very zoomed in. You guys will see in just a sec. This is great. I'm not gonna try and fix it though. It's just gonna be what it is.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, what's up, everybody?
Here's tight oneer on my face.
Yeah. So the other thing that I'm stressing about is this Christmas album, because we need to get these 2 bonus tracks finished. I'm gonna do that before we go. I imagine it'll be done in April. There's still some additional artwork I've got to get worked out. There's shit to do, and the thing is vinyl takes forever to get pressed. So at this point, because of how fucked everything has been for me, I don't know if this is gonna get finished and pressed and put out in time for this upcoming Christmas. I honestly can't tell you. I don't know. That's something.
Yeah.
It just takes so long. It's just there's no guarantee of that. So maybe it'll be a following Christmas thing, but it's something I have to discuss with John Roy of Smoke and Mirror Sound System, who's the label in charge, who's going to be in charge.
Escape Hatch Records.
Escape Hatch Records, exactly. Yeah, so that's something I have to go over with him and see what he thinks. And it's kind of dependent on how quickly I can get it finished. So, and it is kind of like the next thing I'm going to do. But we did get the final track for the final song submitted from one of my other best friends on earth, Sam Small from the band Man Man. He's an excellent guitar player, and he's been teaching himself how to play pedal steel. And for Maliki Liki Maka, I thought, you gotta have pedal steel. That's the whole reason to do the song, is to have pedal steel. So he submitted that about a week ago. I just heard it right before the show for the first time. He absolutely killed it. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I haven't heard this.
Him, Wallace, and Smoke and Mirrors all on this track is just like, it's great. It's kind of low key, might be my new favorite track on the whole project.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So let's check it out. Let's listen to the final kind of temp mix version of Mele Kaliki Maka.
Okay. Says, I suddenly want to drink with an umbrella in it.
Yes.
You know how we feel about drinks with umbrellas in them.
We did say something about that. What did we say?
It's from the True Democracy playback.
Oh, okay.
White people treat reggae like a drink with an umbrella.
Yes, yes. This is so good that we made this song. With that in
And
mind.
then we do this. Yeah, this sounds great.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god. Everybody's here. I'm so glad that everybody's here, man. Funky Canuck, Nate Bublitz is here, Dead Human, Papa Jocko, Groove Stranger, Tommy AU. I might say your names twice. Strike with Chaos. Oh yeah. Hits.
Nobody did anything right there, which is kind of a problem, but I'll do a dub thing right there. Whatever.
I think it's cool. I like how it's kind of like
Yeah.
Tommy Hysanius is here.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, we got a lot of people here.
Tommy will come visit in Spain.
Got the sleigh bells back.
Nice. Jockville says it's pissing down in Edinburgh and they want an umbrella. Not a drink with it, just an umbrella.
Yeah. So okay,
Oh,
massive
amazing.
dub clap for Sam Small, Smoke and Mirror Sound System, Dub Robot, Wise Owl, fucking Horseman, everybody on that track. Holy fucking shit. You guys killed it. Everybody killed it.
Yeah, that's tasty.
God, the other thing, man, we're not gonna go for much longer. The other thing, man, I gotta do this.
Your timeline is still moving.
Yeah, that's okay. There's nothing after.
Okay.
This fucking discography, okay? I am so proud of it, all right? And we're going to keep adding
should
to
be.
it. We're going to keep adding to it.
Yes.
Today I was like, wow, I've already made the last piece of music that I'm going to make in Nashville. Like the Nashville chapter has closed. Oh. And I was thinking about it and I was like, when did it start though? Like how much of this is Nashville? And I was like, is it this one? No. Oh no, it's well, we did Elton John. That's definitely Nashville. Star Trek, I couldn't remember, and then I kept looking, and then I'm like, yeah, no, Progressors was Nashville because I had the 388 tape machine still. I needed that. And then I was like, Tanks Arcade, I specifically remember doing that in Nashville. And then I'm like, but there's no way that these were Nashville. And then I'm like, no, I remember being in Nashville when I found out fucking Jerry Harrison from Talking Heads was at what's that crazy festival in the desert where everyone sucks each other off?
Coachella.
Does heroin. No, the other one, Burning Man.
Oh, the hair.
I found out
Oh, that one.
Jerry Harrison was at Burning Man listening to this at Burning Man.
Really?
Yeah, I
didn't know
fucking
that.
heard about that here in Nashville. I was like, but surely no, Batman's not Nashville. Batman was Nashville. And then I'm like, okay, but like I had these Clash tunes worked on in LA. Those were like prepped in this has to be LA. Nashville. Star Trek, Nashville.
Whoa.
Twilight Zone, Nashville. Thriller, Nashville. From Thriller to the Christmas album.
Yeah, Thriller's the first one.
Thriller was the first
Because I can
one.
remember hearing Twin Peaks coming from your bedroom in LA.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Wow.
So man, like it's
Thriller all the way through.
Thriller all the way through to now was Nashville. That's the journey we've been on as a band, as a project together, and that's this chapter, you know. And I'm really fucking proud of it. I'm so proud of everything we've done together, all the work we've done since I've been here in Nashville.
Yeah.
I mean, Nashville represents to me, with this project, the full, like, this project coming to fruition, really. Like, it going from, like, a fun hobby to, like, oh, my God, this is, like, what I do now. Like, I love doing this. And every single chapter that this project has gone through, it's expanded, and its scope has gotten wider, and it's gotten bigger, and more people have come in, and it's gotten more interesting musically and more exciting and more more challenging, and more. It's just gotten more every time, and I'm so excited, man, for the potential that the first and potential final chapters of this project will be Spain, because you guys probably aren't aware or don't know, Bowie and Dub, the first Black Market release, the first Bowie album that I put out, that was my master's thesis in Spain. That was what I used to perform my live dub master's thesis. My master's thesis was live dub mixing. That's what it was. And I used Bowie and Dub as my thesis project. And
So Black Market started in
Black Market
Valencia, Spain.
started in Valencia, Spain. And the plan is we're taking it fucking home. We're going home. We're going back to Spain, dude. We're going to see what this thing can do back in Spain almost 8-9 years later. We'll see what it can do over there when it returns. So I don't know, you guys. I love all of you guys so much. God, I love you, Brandon. Holy fucking shit, man. I could not be
Love you
getting
too,
through
man.
this without you, buddy. And we really want you guys to know that there's still more fun stuff coming out this year, even while we're on a little hiatus. And this show is coming back. The show's coming back. There's going to be more Black Market music. We're going to start playing live. We're going to take this thing to the next level. That's the whole plan. And anything short of that is unacceptable. I will not accept it, because that is what we're going to do.
Yes. Yeah, right. Like the main aspect of Black Market Dub and what we're doing that is really taking the longest and most sustained period of inactivity is this live stream specifically.
Yeah.
All the other aspects of what we do are going to keep continuing on through this period before we come back for season 2 of this live stream.
Yeah, exactly. I'll reiterate what Brandon said. Everything else we do, playback, making music, EPs and stuff, we're gonna try and just keep doing that stuff, as possible. It's this show in particular that'll probably take a break for a while, but that's not gonna be forever. We're gonna bring it back for sure. All right, I can't end a show on episode 74. That's the most unsatisfying number of all
74.
It's got to be 75, minimum 100. We got to get to 100 shows. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
got to happen.
If you don't get to 3 digits in this business, you're not real.
No, it's not a real podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to keep up with Joe Rogan. He's in the thousands.
I know. Dead Human says, and you're only a quick trip over the channel to the UK. Totally. You guys, another huge reason we're excited about the potential of us going to Spain is because of all the live performance opportunities there in Europe. The reggae scene, you guys are evident to us.
Right.
It has become evident to us.
Look at everyone who's in this community.
Through our audience.
Yeah.
How clear it is, like, where we really belong and where we need to be, and it's probably in Europe, man. There's an actual reggae scene there that is really thriving, and there is one here in the United States too, but it's very spread out, and it's very hard to find the pockets of it, in places like Nashville,
It's less rootsy here too, especially in California.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Europe
At the moment.
I think Europe has a greater appreciation for dub too, and all the weird shit that we like to do. So I mean, yeah, a huge part of it will be like me and Brandon building our live dub setups and touring and like playing live shows. Like Black Market Live will truly be like a live stream from a concert or something. Like that's kind of how I envision it.
Nice. That's a good idea.
Oh yeah, I've already looked into it.
Do this show from on stage.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean just like live streaming a dub performance from a show, like while doing a concert kind of thing, I think that could be really cool. And I've looked into how to do it. It's a little expensive, but you can do it.
Yeah, sorry we haven't been reading everything that you guys have been writing in the chat today. I mean, this is like, thank you so much. We love you guys for everything that you've been saying.
Yeah.
The love right back at you.
Totally.
Andy says, cheers for all what you two have given back to the game. Bushmilk Brothers.
Oh my God.
That's right. You've been my soundtrack on many Thursday nights here in Berlin, and your tunes often aid me at work too.
Hell yeah.
Not to mention the chat, Groove Stranger, Papa, Funky, Tommy, Nate, Johnny Mirrors.
Dude, that's a great
That's
nickname.
a really
Johnny
good name,
Mirrors.
Johnny Mirrors. Oh, love y'all. Yeah, man.
All right. I'm just gonna blabber. So Brandon, I'll leave you with closing words, closing thoughts before we're out of here for a while.
It's hard to fully express. Like, I feel like we're just going to end up repeating that we love you and saying thank you and how much you guys mean to us, and just like saying it over and over, because like when we say it, it doesn't feel like we got the whole job done of really saying all of it, you know? It's hard to put into words. But yeah, we do. We love you. And man, I don't know.
Look what Andy just said. He says, I might be moving to Spain an hour north of Valencia, by the way. Dog.
Andy,
Come
on.
We need a coffee roaster for our Spanish-based moon colony. Essential role, essential job.
Especially because I've been hearing some weird things about like how people like to roast their coffee beans in Spain, and like how sometimes they
burn
taste
it.
weird.
They burn sugar onto the beans and then they roast that coffee. So it's got this like super acrid, like burnt sugar thing to it. And a lot of people hate it, but a lot of people, after having it for so long, they kind of miss it. I kind of miss it. I thought it was
Oh, really?
good. Yeah, I kind of like burnt sugar.
Okay.
It's good.
Well, I'll drink whatever Andy's making.
Yeah.
What else? What else do we want to say?
Well, the next immediate thing is me and Brandon are gonna plan a little scouting trip out to Spain, which I have more to talk to you about once we're off of the show, because we're probably just gonna go out there and just hang out and do some recon and see where we would want to be. See if Brandon even likes Valencia. He's never been there. He's just kind of taking my word for it. Although he's been to Spain, you've been to Spain, so you know.
I've been to Spain. I've never been to Valencia or that region of Spain, but I mean, dude, just from everything that I've ever, from my experiences in the parts of Spain that I have been in, and from everything that I've ever heard about Valencia, it's like it's one of the very few places that I would be willing to move to blind. Like,
Same.
I know I'm gonna love it.
I did, and I fucking loved it. I moved there totally blind, and it was amazing. It was a great experience. All right, guys. So that's the plan. You're filled in. Black Market Dub is dead forever. It's never coming. Oh, sorry. I mean, Black Market Dead. Black Market Dub will live forever. That's what I was trying to say. Everything's good. Nothing's wrong.
Yeah. So and just, I guess, just the last thing I want to say is, keep listening, keep watching the videos on the channel that are going to keep coming out.
Yep.
And like in the meantime, the way to talk with us is like there in the comments of everything.
Yep.
With the email address.
Yep.
What is it?
blackmarketreggae@gmail.com.
Yeah. It goes directly to us.
And by the way, we've already
keep talking.
We've already said, we're not in this for patrons or subscribers or anything like that. But I can already see it happening. Us putting this episode out and our subscriber and patron numbers just like dropping like flies, right? Please don't do that, because we're coming back. We are coming back, and we only have so many patrons and subscribers. So we would really appreciate this is going to be the hardest time for us. So we kind of need that type of support now more than ever. One, just for morale, to keep us going.
We did before.
More than we did before when we were like really cooking with gas. We're gonna need that kind of like love and support from you guys, like even more right now, and just to afford all this stuff we want to do. Like it's not gonna be cheap.
Yeah,
so.
we're sensitive, delicate, artistic people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
it'll hurt
the
my
wind
feelings.
blows and our emotions get stirred up.
Don't hurt my feelings by unsubscribing. Anyway, if you do though, we get it. I understand. It is what it is. But we'll be back, and we're gonna earn your fucking dollar.
Earn your love.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. All right, guys. I think that's it for
Yeah.
this season. We'll play you out with a classic.
This is a classic.
Some Betch Boys.
Batch Boys. All right, stay great, stay
Yes.
beautiful, all y'all. We'll see you out there in the comments and everything. We'll see you in season 2.
Yes. Love you guys. Goodbye.
Love you. Goodbye.
For now. We'll be back. Bye. See you later.
I gave you love with a brand new start. That's what